What's going on, everybody? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, we're gonna get this show started, man. I wanted to talk about Dmitry Bivol versus possibly fighting Anthony Yarde, okay? Or Dan Azeez. Okay, so this is news coming out of the camp of Demetrius Bivol and stuff like that. And I'm gonna tell you guys what's going on. So the WBA light heavyweight champion Demetrius Bivol will defend against Anthony Yarde or Dan Az in his next title defense in August or September. Although Bivol is 21-0 with 11 big wins by way of knockout, you guys. Um, he was facing he prefers to face the winner of Arthur Beterbiev versus Colin Smith, where the titles on the line for that fight would be the IBF, WBC, and WBO, all from Arthur Beterbiev, the light heavyweight champion. You guys, smash that like button. Anthony in the chat, what's happening? So yeah, man. I mean, right now, smash that like button too as soon as you guys come in. Anthony Yarde is 23-3 with 22 big wins by way of knockout. Lost to Beterbiev last January in a failed title challenge in London. Okay, you guys, he went all the way over there. Arthur Beterbiev went all the way over there to London to fight Anthony Yarde in his backyard. And Anthony Yarde did not get the job done, you guys. Respectfully, he did well in spots. I think he did very well in spots for sure, but he failed to get the job done. And there's a lot of people out there at this point in their career that's failing to get the job done. Colin Smith is one of them as well. They're talking about Arthur Beterbiev and Colin Smith are fighting as well. Hearn says he wants him to fight a Brit. So that's what Eddie Hearn's saying, man. But right now, Demetrius Bivol versus Anthony Yarde is on the table, and it's an intriguing fight. We all know that Anthony Yarde's gonna bring it. He came up short against Kovalev. He's came up short against Arthur Beterbiev as well. Okay, then he had another loss that he lost to um, a European level fighter. And he wound up losing to him, and he wound up coming back and avenging that loss. So he did avenge one of the three losses that he has taken in Anthony Yarde. As you guys know, Anthony Yarde has never became world champion, but he still has, you know, world title aspirations. Just like a lot of fight fans out here, and the boxing media and stuff like that. Says what they says about these fighters, man. But I'm telling you guys, man. Of really prime and seasoned Anthony Yarde, that's 100,000% dialed in. I truly feel will have a chance to beat a dialed in Demetrius Bivol, especially when Demetrius Bivol is saying that this is not even the fights that he wants. He wants, Arthur Beterbiev. This is where a fight like this, a fighter like Anthony Yarde, can come in and upset the apple cart, you guys. Yes, I'm saying it here first because, to be honest with you guys, Arthur Beterbiev is one of the most dominating and destructing guys in the sport of boxing, period. And for Anthony Yarde to hold his own and to try to compete with him, blow for blow was insanity. You know what I mean? I didn't believe he was gonna ever win that fight. Even though a lot of people thought that he could possibly win that fight, I don't know how, why. Crypto Colors, what's happening? What are you doing, man? How's everything going, man? But yeah, smash that like button, y'all. Let's definitely get these likes up. Anthony Yarde is a really good fighter, man. I'm not taking anything away from him. Is he a world champion or a world title contender type fighter? Champion, I'm not sure of yet because he's never been a champion, and it takes 12 full rounds for you to become a champion. Sometimes it takes for you to dig very deep. I feel like if he could have dig a little bit deeper in that Kovalev fight, he could have got Kovalev out of there and became a world champion and then fought Canelo. You know? He was that close from upsetting Kovalev, which Kovalev already had a signed agreement to fight, okay? To fight Canelo Alvarez, but at the time, Anthony Yarde was not taking step-aside money. He wanted to go straight into the Kovalev fight. He would not take any type of step-aside money. And so that was the result that you got, man. You know? That was the result that you got. And when I seen Anthony Yarde fight Arthur Beterbiev, I just hope he learns something in fighting these guys. You know? He's fought, you know, he's fought and lost against two Russians, okay? Sergey Kovalev and Artur Beterbiev were born in Russia, okay? Dmitry Bivol was born in Russia, so it's one of those things, man. Is he going to go 0 for 3 against the Russians, you know? Is Anthony Yarde going to go 0 and 3 against the Russians, man? Is that going to happen, Because I'm going to be honest right now, man. I think Anthony Yarde is a good fighter, you know? But he's got to dig deep, man. He didn't dig deep enough in the Kovalev fight. And he damn sure didn't dig deep enough. And you got to protect yourself at all times in the Archer Beterbiev fight. Anthony in the chat, out the Crypto Colors, man. He says Bivol needs to fight better. B. He says Bivol versus Beterbiev. Okay. Oh, so you're saying Beterbiev. Okay, so you're saying Beterbiev. Yeah, that's the fight that we want to see. Crypto Colors. Salute. He said Beterbiev, but he meant to say Beterbiev. I know what you mean, though. I was like, hold on, yo. Watch yourself. Anthony says, if you're doing a show tomorrow, I'll probably miss it because I have to drive down to Miami because I'm going out of the country for the 4th of July vacation for 2 weeks to the Dominican Republic. Shout out, man, to the Dominican Republic, man. Shout out to Miami, baby. My favorite football team, the Miami Dolphins. Let's get it. Let's get it. I hope what they're saying against Tyreek Hill is false. I hope it is not true. And I hope he does not get suspended, man. But, because that could be the season for us, man. Tyreek Hill means that much to our team. I think he's a really good talent. Tua's good too, but, I want to see Tyreek Hill do well, man. I mean, he's the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL for a reason. The guy's lightning fast and quick as shit. He's an all-around awesome player. But yeah, safe travels, broski. But yeah, back to this boxing shit though, man. What I was gonna say is Dmitry Bivol, is different in style than Artur Beterbiev and Sergey Kovalev. I can see similarities in all three of them, but Dmitry Bivol is a different type of fighter. He does not like getting hit. He likes to be on the move. He likes to box and, hit and not get hit. That's Bivol's style. He likes the 1-2. He throws the 1-2, religiously. I mean, the guy's 1-2 punch is perfect. It's almost perfect. It's almost perfect. Ask Canelo Alvarez what that 1-2 was doing to his ass all night, And it's a tough fight, man. It's a tough fight, for Artur Beterbiev to fight Dmitry Bivol. I think that'll be a tough, close fight. But I think Artur Beterbiev could win. But right now, we're getting to Anthony Yarde, possibly. We're getting Anthony Yarde, possibly, to fight Dmitry Bivol. That's what they're talking about right now. That's what Eddie Hearn's talking about. Talking about August or September. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's definitely get these likes up. And I mean, we all know that Dmitry Bivol is a good fighter. I mean, he beat Canelo Alvarez, He upset the apple cart. Canelo Alvarez bit off a little bit more than he could chew at 175 pounds. But Anthony Yarde is a true 175 pounder, possibly a cruiserweight. I mean, they say the guy walks around, north of 210, 220, so for him to boil down and make 175 is already an advantage within itself. You understand? So for Dmitry Bivol to fight Anthony Yarde, depending on where the fight is at, if the fight is in the UK, I feel like it'll be a good turnout. I feel like Anthony Yarde does sell, and I feel like people will watch that fight. Anthony Yarde is gonna bring it his all. But I just feel like his boxing ability, just pure boxing alone and the fundamentals that a lot of high level boxers have, like Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, you gotta be on your shit for 12 full rounds, man. And we haven't seen that out of Anthony Yarde yet, or he would have been a world champion by now. Facts. Facts. I mean, the guy would be a world champion right now. Facts. You know, and it's right now. It's gonna be hard as shit to become a world champion because you got Artur Beterbiev with 3 of the 4 major sanctioning body belts. Okay, talk to him, Corey. I'm burning right now, man. I'm burning up right now, man. I mean, the joint is just. You guys gotta understand, man. This is not the fight that I wanted. I wanted to see the Artur Beterbiev fight versus Dmitry Bivol. But we're not gonna get that now, man. For whatever reason, that's not the route either fighter is taking. Artur Beterbiev's going the Colin Smith route. Dmitry Bivol is going the Dan Azeez or Anthony Yarde, you know, or Anthony Yarde, or we possibly could have seen the rematch, that everybody wants to see. Canelo Alvarez versus Dmitry Bivol. I know you see it in the background. You see it. You see it. Smash that like button, y'all. We burning. Smash it. Let's get it. Anthony in the chat says, I think the next fight for Demetrius is Archer. Yeah. That should be this fight, though, Anthony. We shouldn't have to wait another year to see that fight. Us as boxing fans, we need to see these type of fights now. These are the fights that we want to see now. We don't want to wait. We've been waiting long enough. Crypto Color says Yarde is good, but his defense is not good. You cannot let a Russian fighter hit you. Period. Period, Crypto Colors. Big facts. Big facts. That's the best thing I heard you say in weeks, man. Facts. Okay, Crypto Colors. He done went in his bag on that joint, man. Okay. Okay, Crypto Colors. Salute the Crypto Colors in the building, man. You already know, man. You already know, man. He says Yarde is good. Yarde is good. I respect what you said. Yarde is good, and I agree. But his defense is not good. Yeah. Big facts. I need a facts like buzzer. When somebody say some hot shit in the chat, we gotta have a buzzer for y'all and just say facts. And it says his defense is not good. He says you cannot let a Russian fighter hit you. Facts. I mean, that's all I can say about that, Crypto Colors. You hit on all cylinders on that one, man. That was a great comment, man. Top 5 comment, man. Anthony in the chat says, what is one way you think Anthony can defeat Demetrius? What is one weakness that Yarde can take advantage of if this fight happens? Well, I mean, right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, Anthony. I think Anthony Yarde can beat Demetrius Bivol if he sets him up. He's got to be able to set him up for that big right hand that Anthony Yarde has. You know, Anthony Yarde has a big right hand, and he's a power puncher. We know when Anthony Yarde gets you hurt, he can get you out of there. You know, he can get you out of there for sure. He's got knockout power at 175, respectable power. And we've seen Dmitry Bivol hurt against Joe Smith Jr. Facts. Facts. The guy was, you know, the bell saved the shit out of Dmitry Bivol. I'm going to just leave it at that. You know, saved the shit out of, you know, Dmitry Bivol, man. Dmitry Bivol wouldn't even have fought Canelo if Joe Smith Jr. could have finished him on that one. You know, but he wasn't able to finish him. That's why I say some of these, you know, see, you know, okay, I understand you're a good fighter, but what separates you from being good to being great? Facts. Come on, man. What separates you? Why are you great? You got the intangibles. You can go 12 rounds and you have the cardio to go 12 rounds to fight a fighter and to fight his fight. You know? Because look, Dmitry Bivol is looking to go 12 rounds, man. He's a well-rounded athlete, man. He's in shape at all times, you know, and he gets the job done, man. No special effects. Dmitry Bivol gets the job done. Might not be the prettiest work you've ever seen. Might not be the, you know, most exciting work you've ever seen. But it's work though. And he gonna give you that work. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna give you that work. Ask Canelo Alvarez. Ask Joe Smith Jr. You know? Yeah. Dmitry Bivol might not even say a lot. Might not even say a lot. Man, a few words. But we'll give you that work, man. Facts. Facts. I'm telling you, man. I'm fired up today on this joint, on this topic, man. I feel like Dmitry Bivol. We need to be seeing Dmitry Bivol fighting other champions by now, man. I mean, no disrespect to Anthony Yarde, no disrespect. You know, you've came a long way, young lion. Lions in the camp. Lions in the camp. How you say it? Lions in the camp. Hey, listen, man. Lions in the camp. You know, that's what he said. Smash that like button. Let's get these likes up. And but yeah, man. I mean, Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. We should have been seen that fight already. But we're getting this. This is almost like a secondary fight. Almost like, you know, it really is a secondary fight because, you know, Artur Beterbiev, who Dmitry Bivol should be fighting for undisputed champion at 175. So we have one face, one name at 175. Okay. Eddie Hearn, for whatever fucking reason, couldn't get the job done and fucking talk to Bob Arum. You need to be able to talk and negotiate to all promoters, Eddie Hearn. You can't just, you know, pick and choose the promoters and then blame it on the fighters. We all know that, you know, Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum in Top Rank, you know, they don't see eye to eye all the time. That's just facts. Facts. You know? Shout out to JFL. He said, talk to him, Corey. I sure the fuck will, man. Somebody's got to speak facts out here. Shit. I've been listening to this bullshit on YouTube for far too long, man. Half of these motherfuckers don't even know boxing. Much less how to throw a punch. Stop it. Facts. You know? And I mean, you guys got to understand, man. At some point in time, both of these fighters are going to have to look at like, damn, did I do enough in my career to be the best fighter that I could possibly be? Did I fight everybody that I could possibly try to fight? Because listen, we all seen with Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, they had to talk to each other on the phone to make that fight happen. Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, there is no language barrier. They speak English and Russian. So what's the holdup, man? What's the holdup? You know, Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum. It's out of control, man. It's out of control right now that we gotta sit here and talk about a fight that couldn't get done and couldn't, Eddie Hearn couldn't, get this fight to happen. So now he's going into his own stable of fighters, okay? And other fighters, like Anthony Yarde, you know, that, is not hard to promote and it's not hard to find, already in the UK where Eddie Hearn is from. And it's like, you're getting this guy, and no disrespect to Anthony Yarde, but he's coming off of a loss. He's coming off of a knockout loss, you know? And I mean, no disrespect, but that's the best guy you can find. No disrespect to Anthony Yarde. No disrespect, my brother. But you got iced, my dog. You got iced. Ice, baby. Arthur Beterbiev, baby. And I put paper on that fight. So I remember that fight very well. Very well. You know? Arthur Beterbiev put them hands on lions in the camp, And these are just facts, man. These are just facts. Mason in the chat, salute. What's happening, man? What's happening, man? What's going on, my brother? How you doing today, Mason? Salute. Got some of the old school guys in here from day one, man. Day one on this quarterly boxing shit, man. Come on now. They've been playing with my algorithm. They've been playing with my views. They've been playing with my money. I had to fuck around and run another business because YouTube was playing with me. You know what I mean? I had to start some other shit up now, man. But whatever we got to do to get the job done and get that paper right, man. The money has to be right. But yeah, back to the chat though, y'all. I'm gonna read some of these chats out, man. What you guys thinking, man? Dmitry Bivol versus, Anthony Yarde. Who do you guys got winning and why? I'm gonna read it. Who do you guys got winning and why? Anthony Yarde is a good fighter. Dmitry Bivol is a great fighter. There are levels. There are levels. JFL says, but we still have to wait on it though. Just matchups shouldn't be overlooked. Sup, Corey? Crypto Color says Bivol hit so hard, Canelo just ended the last rounds blocking. I'm telling you, man. Big facts. Canelo Alvarez had to think in his brain that I'm down on all the scorecards and I'm not even trying to go out, like a true Mexican warrior and go out on my shield. You conceded. And that's what scares me about that fight. In that 12th and final round, when Canelo Alvarez should have put the pedal to the motherfucking floor, when Canelo Alvarez should have risked it all, he conceded. He said, you know what, man? I'll try to get you on the next one, man. Fuck this. And the 11th and 12th, he conceded, man. These are just facts, man. These are just facts. I ain't doing nothing but telling you guys the truth. Facts. When you're at that top level, you're conceding. You're not even trying to win in the 12th round. You're throwing pity pass shots that ain't even phasing Bivol. Bivol's still trying to walk your ass down like a robot. Terminator or some shit. Yeah. If Dmitry Bivol did that to Canelo Alvarez, what in the fuck do you think Arthur Beterbiev is going to do? I think Arthur Beterbiev stops Canelo. Facts. At this point in his career, and from what I've seen, especially after the John Ryder fight too, man, Canelo's slipping, man. You guys might not want to, admit it, man. But right now, Canelo, I don't know if he needs to change some things up in training, or is he getting content at the top? But Canelo is slipping a little bit, man. You know. Let me go back to the chat, man. Crypto Color says Bivol also has high IQ in boxing. Only Arthur Beterbiev could beat Bivol. Facts, man. Facts, Crypto. I don't know what you're drinking on. What in the fuck are you smoking on? But keep doing it. Keep doing it. Hey, I normally say no, no, no. Hey, yo, Crypto, you know what's up, man. Keep doing that shit, man. Shout out to JFL. Talk to him, Corey. You already know. Salute. Anthony in the chat says, honestly, I think what happens, let's say this fight with Benavidez and Morrell falls through. He says, I think after Anthony Yarde, the next fight for Demetrius is going to be David Benavidez. Thoughts, Corey? I don't think David Benavidez is gonna fight Demetrius Bivol. I don't think so. Now I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think that he's waiting his time out at 170. A lot of these guys are going to try to wait until Arthur Beterbiev and see what he can do and see if he's going to slip or is he going to lose. The 175-pound division, all goes through, in my personal opinion, Arthur Beterbiev. Yeah, Demetrius Bivol beat Canelo, and yeah, he has the 175-pound strap. One of them, technically, yes. One of them, yes. But we all know that Arthur Beterbiev is the number one champion at 175 pounds. Facts. Facts. Until you beat, I mean, I haven't even seen a fighter last the entire fight with Arthur Beterbiev. 19-0, 19 big wins by way of knockout. Facts. Tell me one fighter that's went 12 full rounds with Arthur Beterbiev. I'll wait. Man, Corey Lee spitting some fucking jewels today for you guys, man. I mean, I'm really, I'm really dropping jewels on a motherfucking Wednesday, yo. On a Wednesday. On a Wednesday. You know? This ain't even a Friday or Saturday fight night. This a Wednesday. Come on, man. Talk to him. Crypto Color says, I'm upset at Adrian Broner. What a waste. And I think Tank beat Shakur and Haney. Tank too much boxing IQ right now. Yeah. Whatever you are drinking on, Crypto Colors, and whatever gas pack you got right now, you probably got some blueberry kush, you know, some orange crush, you know, some fruity pebbles kush, some AK-47 sour diesel. I mean, whatever you're smoking right now, keep smoking it. Facts, Crypto Colors. Tank beat Shakur and Haney. Facts. I'm going to be honest. Tank versus Shakur. I'm going to be honest, man. That's a tough fight, man. That's a tough fight, though, Crypto. I'm leaning towards Tank, but that's a tough fight. Tank versus Haney, tough fight, Crypto. Tough fight, man. We got to see. JFL says Canelo versus Badu Jack. I've been saying, do you see that prior to any rematch with Bivol? I wouldn't mind seeing Canelo versus Badu Jack. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I would not mind seeing that, man. That's not a bad fight, man. Especially Badu Jack being, up there in weight. And, I just feel like Badu Jack is definitely a good fighter, man, for sure. Shout out to TMT and shout out to the whole money team. Badu Jack used to be signed with TMT. And I remember at one point was the only champion on the Floyd Mayweather roster. So shout out to Badu Jack. I think he's doing his own thing now. I'm not sure who he's promoted by now, but Canelo Alvarez was just reaching. He was trying to get Badu Jack to fight at cruiserweight, and then to see if he was gonna, come down to 175 at a catch weight. Some wild ass bullshit. If Badu Jack has the belt at 200 pounds, fight him at 200 pounds. But I mean, hey, if you can try to get a guy to go down in weight and he's the champion in another weight class and it all works out and everybody gets paid and, he can become, I guess, a 5 or 6 division world champion, which Canelo Alvarez is trying to do. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's on Badu Jack. If Badu Jack wants to fight, then he'll sign on a dotted line. They're saying that Badu Jack saying that he's not trying to do all that. He's not trying to, have a catch weight at 175 if he's a champion at 200. Plus, Badu Jack said he couldn't even make 175 anymore, I believe. So listen, man. Badu Jack versus Canelo Alvarez. That's a fight that, I mean, to be honest with you guys, I wouldn't mind seeing, but I just don't think we're going to see it right now. I just really, really don't think we're going to see it right now. Canelo Alvarez has so much other, fights out there and people that want to fight him and, stuff like that. But that John Ryder performance was a little shitty, if you want to ask me the true facts on that joint. And, Bivol versus Canelo, man. We want to see that rematch, JFL. We want to see that, man. That's what I want to see. Bivol versus Canelo. Now, if Bivol beats Canelo twice, then fight Beterbiev. So Beterbiev can show you what the fuck is really up at 175. Because you've never been touched like that in your life. And that's why I want to see that fight. Because I think right now, Arthur Beterbiev is by far the best 175-pound fighter in the entire world of boxing, period. Facts. Facts, man. Facts. Crypto Colors, Corey Lee, what happened to the Charlottes? Brother, I saw his last fight. He was not punching back. Oh, I'm not even sure which. Oh, the Charlos. Oh, you said the Charlettes. Hey, come on, man. I don't know, man. We got to see if, we got to see what the Charlo's doing, man. JFL says talk's going to be talks, though. All good, but get to the facts eventually. Yeah? Talks going to be talks. Yeah? Yeah? Mason said, what is up, Corey? What's going on, man? He says Archer Beterbiev. Okay, it says Archer Beterbiev versus Bivol would be a banger. Yeah. And that's a fight that I wouldn't mind seeing, you guys. That is a fight that I would not mind seeing right now, man. Because there's a lot of good fights that are making out there. But then again, there's a lot of bullshit fights that they're making out there as well. Also, this is the guy that we want to see both of these guys fight, man. We want to see Canelo possibly if you want to swim with the Sharks, if you want to come up to 175 and fight all of these guys at 175 and say you're the best and say you're this and say you're that, fight this motherfucker. Because this dude right here ain't no joke. Archer Beterbiev, man. Archer Beterbiev. 19-0 with 19 big wins by way of knockout. You see it. You see it. Come on, man. Give that man a little bit more respect than that, man. Canelo Alvarez will get disrespected fucking with this man. This a grown-ass man right here, man. This a grown-ass man right here, man. No disrespect to Dmitry Bivol or Anthony Yarde. But you can even ask Anthony Yarde, man. Anthony Yarde, man. You know, ask him, man. It was a tough fight, man. It was a tough fight, man. It was a tough fight, man. And I feel like, Anthony Yarde took a lot of punishment in that fight, man. And that's why I said, what Anthony Yarde are we gonna see? What Anthony Yarde are we gonna see? If that's the fight that Dmitry Bivol wants, and if that's the fight that Eddie Hearn wants to, schedule, what Anthony Yarde are we gonna have left? We seen what he did, you know? Man, we seen what happened to that boy, man. You know? Archer Beterbiev, to me right now, you guys, is the best at 175, man. And then we're talking about possibly Dmitry Bivol being second, and then, third, fourth, and so on. But this is what Archer Beterbiev does, off of jabs. You know? This guy can jab you and knock you down with a jab. I've seen it. You know? I mean, this is Archer Beterbiev, you guys. 19-0, 19 big wins by way of knockout. Nobody has ever seen the final bell with Archer Beterbiev. The guy's different, man. Been a champion for years now. Okay? Unified the belt and got the WBC belt from Vostik. Okay? Beat Vostik, had brain hemorrhaging on the brain because Archer Beterbiev was hitting him so hard. He had, blood leaking from the internally possible brain damage. Forced Vostik to retire. Now I've heard lately, this was 3 years ago. I've heard lately that Vostik is trying to come out of retirement. I'm not sure how that's going, but I know for a good 2 years straight, Vostik did not fight because of this man, Archer Beterbiev. That's who Dmitry Bivol needs to be fighting. Okay? Dmitry Bivol is going to be fighting the guy on the left. Okay? The guy on the left, Anthony Yarde. Okay? He needs to be fighting the guy on the right, which is the WBC and unified champion. Okay? The WBC, the WBA, and the IBF champion, Archer Beterbiev on the right. You know? I mean, come on, man. Enough's enough with the bullshit fights, man. We want to see bangers, and we want to see them now. You know? But we're stuck with this joint, man. This the fight we're stuck with now, y'all. Thanks to Eddie Hearn, man. Some say the best promoter of the year, man. I mean, I beg to differ because of simple fights, it's like, why couldn't you solidify a deal with Top Rank, Eddie Hearn? Is it that hard to do business with Top Rank? I mean, we're getting it, I just feel like, man, these promoters, man, they need to make the fights happen, man. Like, who is Regis Progress going to fight next? I want to see how this whole Eddie Hearn thing is going to work out because he's going to have to work with other promoters eventually. I mean, this at some point, you've got to work with other promoters, man. That's where the other belts are. That's where the other fights are. That's where the money is, to be honest. Facts. Facts, you guys. Mason in the chat says Archer Beterbiev is 40 years old, fighting like he is 25. Facts. Facts. You know? I mean, come on now, man. Mason says Beterbiev is Bivol versus Bivol would be a banger. And JFL says, hey, it's a fact that Charlo versus Boo Boo is what we should be pushing also. Yeah, I would not mind watching the Charlo versus Boo Boo Andre, man. Demetrius Andre. I would love to watch that fight, man. Awesome fight. Definitely top 5 fight for sure. Crypto Colors says, Corey, do you think Earl Spence is a weight bully? I mean, to be honest with you guys, Earl Spence definitely is packing some weight on him, man, for sure. You know, at 147, he's busting through the seams. That's why he's saying he wants to go up to 154. So I'm just curious to see what after this big major fight, because you know this is just one fight. Neither fighter is going to retire after this fight. There's going to be many fights after this. I just want to see after this fight or this trilogy or however many fights that Crawford and Earl Spence fight. After this fight, I really truly want to see, you know, how Earl Spence would do at 154. Well, on that note, how both fighters would do at 154. Because you guys gotta understand, Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence gotta fight each other at 147. Okay. But then they're both moving up to 154 after this fight. So they gotta see each other again, I feel like. Man, we might get 4 or 5 fights out of these guys, out of Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, man. You know, I know it sounds crazy, you guys, but if they fight 3 times, it just depends on how the fights go. It all depends, man. Shit, Crawford could get ran through in the first, 7 rounds, okay, versus Earl Spence. Earl Spence could get ran through in the first 10 rounds in the first fight. I mean, it could go so many different ways, man. So we got to see. But is Earl Spence a weight bully? I would say, yeah. I would say he is a big 147 pounder, massive. Crypto Color says they should put Badu Jack versus Yard undercard for Archer Beterbiev versus Bivol. Now, see, yeah, that'll be a good fight. Yeah, man. Keep smoking what you're smoking, Crypto Colors. You're doing an amazing job in the comment section. Mason says Canelo should fight the winner of Earl and Bud. What do you think? At 154, can Canelo make 154, Mason? That's the question. He hasn't made 154 in years. Mind you, he done put on all that muscle, and now he's fighting got bigger guys at 168, 175. I doubt Canelo even go back down to 154. I think the lowest Canelo will go back down to is 160. To try to answer your question the best I could, Mason. Salute to Mason in the chat. Crypto Colors in the chat says Arthur Beterbiev reminds me of Wolverine from the X-Men. Facts. Facts. That's Wolverine right there, man. Thank God he ain't got shit coming out the gloves, man. That should be crazy. Crypto Color says Arthur Beterbiev is ripped, bro. Yes, the fuck he is, man. And he'll put him and he'll put his and then put a lot of guys down, man. JFL says Usyk versus Harkovic. Let's go. Yeah, I would love to see that fight. That'd be a good fight too. That'd be a good fight. I think Usyk wins that fight, but that'd be a good fight. I think Usyk could stop Filip Herkovich too. Crypto Color says Corey Lee boxing. Even Bivol don't want to beat up Yard. I mean, hey, I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I just saying we already seen Arthur Beterbiev beat the shit out of Anthony Yarde. Do we need to see it again? I'm not saying that Bivol can do the same thing Arthur Beterbiev did. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that Bivol has better skills than Anthony Yarde. And that Anthony Yarde would be relying on one punch to possibly, change the tide, because I don't think Anthony Yarde can outbox Dmitry Bivol. Facts. Crypto Color says the heavyweight division, Ortiz versus Big Baby, would be nice for the fans. Yeah? Yeah? But which Big Baby are you talking about, man? Because, you got that steroid cheap Big Baby. They be talking about him too, man. He's out there too. Mason in the chat says Joshua versus Wilder is going to be another banger. Yeah, man. If you haven't, go check out my live stream I did on Wilder versus Joshua. Possible fight going down in December. And yeah, that's what Eddie Hearn is talking about, man. So go check that live stream out. I did that, I believe, either yesterday or the day before yesterday. This is 3 for 3, you guys. I've given you guys 3 live streams almost an hour long. Okay. 3 live streams. Okay. Not 1, not 2, but 3. Smash that like button. If you guys want to donate, you can donate to Corey Lee Boxing on Cash App. Cause they fucked me with the with my Google Pay and shit on here. So yeah. Crypto Colors, and I'll give you guys a shout out, man. JFL says, but a lot of retirement talks going on. So landscape of boxing, JFL says, yet cannot fight everyone, yet matchups can still be made. Hey, Big Baby, the 300-pound guy versus. Are you talking Big Baby that's 400 something pounds? And that got. All right, you guys, I'm back. A little small. Mason says, Corey, how does it feel to be the only Puerto Rican in your family? LOL. I know, right? Everybody and their grandma thinks I'm Puerto Rican, man. I'm not. That's funny. That's funny as shit, bro. But those are actually. I'm just mixed, man. I'm just a mutt, man. I'm mixed. I got a bunch of cultures in me, and but to be honest with you, I'm black. To be completely fair with you, man. So, my father's black, but his father was half Italian, and so it's just the lineage is crazy, Corley. But yeah, man. Crypto Color says Ruiz versus Big Baby. Yeah, I mean both guys are big as shit. Both guys, coming there to scrap. But like I said, we got to see, man. I mean, there's a lot of big fights out there, but we want, like I know you guys want to see, you guys want to see the best fights, just like me. I want to see the best fights. I know you guys at home want to see the best fights. So give us the best fights. If you're the promoter out there listening to this channel, man, which I know a lot of promoters do, a lot of people look at the reruns and, they might not watch it right now live, but they'll watch it. You'll see the views turn up after a while, but, they rewatch it, which is nothing wrong with that. I thought about starting a podcast, but hey. Crypto Color says Ruiz versus Big Baby. JFL says Boots versus Connor Ben. That's Boots rivalry, bro. Like how Terrence Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence is. Yeah. Shout out to Crypto Colors. He says we need good undercards too. Yeah, we do. Crypto says Big Baby Miller versus Andy Ruiz Jr. Yeah. Well, look, man, I'm gonna head out. I will give you guys another live stream. I'm gonna go live again, like around 4 o'clock. So in about 2 hours before I head out, I'm gonna go live again, and I'll see you guys there, man. For another banger live stream, man. Please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe, man. It's lunchtime, baby. Let's go. You guys have a great rest of your afternoon. Okay, I'll be back on live stream at about 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. Peace.